You are not alone in your struggle. That quiet war you wage with yourself, the one that makes you take one step forward and two steps back, is more common than you might believe. It's not laziness. It's not weakness. It's not even fear in the way you might think. It's something deeper, something rooted within the very fabric of your subconscious. Carl Jung, the Swiss psychiatrist and founder of analytical psychology, once revealed a truth that continues to shake the foundations of how we view our behavior, especially our self-sabotaging patterns. He said, "Until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life and you will call it fate." That one statement is a thunderclap in the storm of human suffering. It is a mirror, not to your behavior, but to your soul. Self-sabotage is not just a series of poor choices or bad habits. It's not simply procrastination, overthinking, or a lack of motivation. It's not just missing deadlines, ruining relationships, or destroying your progress. It's a manifestation of your internal conflict. It's your unconscious self, the part of you that hides in the shadows, acting out in ways your conscious mind can't quite grasp. You want success, you crave happiness, you long for peace, yet somehow, just when you're close, you pull away. You derail, you shut down, you abandon yourself, and you wonder, why do I keep doing this? The answer lies in the realm of the shadow. Carl Jung introduced the concept of the shadow as the part of our psyche that contains all that we reject, deny, and suppress. Our insecurities, our shame, our guilt, our fears, these don't disappear just because we don't acknowledge them. They wait in the darkness, unprocessed, unloved, and unheard. And eventually, they speak. Not in words, but in actions, reactions, and self-defeating patterns. You sabotage yourself not because you don't want to succeed, but because some part of you, buried beneath years of experiences, trauma, conditioning, and fear, believes you don't deserve to. Or worse, believes success is dangerous. Maybe you were taught that standing out makes you a target. Maybe you saw love withdrawn when you succeeded. Maybe you learned that failure was safe because it made you invisible, and invisibility kept you from being hurt. So now, every time you get close to breaking through, your unconscious mind floods your body with resistance. You feel anxiety, you make excuses, you feel exhausted. And it doesn't make sense, because consciously, you want to win. But subconsciously, you're terrified of what winning means. This is where the true journey begins. It's not about hacks or tricks or motivation that fades after a few hours. This is about integration. It's about turning and facing the parts of yourself that you've been running from. It's about embracing your shadow, not to destroy it, but to understand it. Jung never told us to eliminate our darkness. He told us to integrate it, to bring it into the light, to understand that healing is not about perfection, it's about wholeness. You were never meant to live a life split in two. The version of you that everyone sees, the capable, strong, intelligent, driven version, has a counterpart. A scared, angry, jealous, wounded version. And that version is not your enemy. That version is simply trying to protect you with outdated methods. It sabotages your progress not because it hates you, but because it believes the old pain is coming back, and it would rather stop you now than let you be blindsided again. It's like an overprotective guardian stuck in the past. It doesn't know you've grown. It doesn't know you're strong enough now. So what do? You talk to it, you listen to it, you write, reflect, meditate, feel. You get curious instead of judgmental. When you mess up, you ask yourself, what part of me felt unsafe in that moment? What belief did I act out? And you start to piece together the inner map of your subconscious world. You become an explorer of your own soul. And slowly, the sabotage begins to fade, not because you forced it out, but because you no longer needed it to protect you. Jung taught that the only way out is through. There is no bypassing the deep work. There is no skipping the pain. But in the pain, there is wisdom. In the darkness, there is clarity. In the shadow, there is power. You will find parts of yourself you had long buried, your voice, your fire, your worth. And when you reclaim them, you will no longer need to dim your light just to feel safe. The truth is, we are all walking contradictions. We all want to be loved but fear intimacy. We want to be successful but fear responsibility. We want to be seen but fear judgment. And that's okay. It's human. The goal is not to eliminate fear but to learn how to act despite it. It's not about becoming fearless, it's about becoming brave. And bravery is born in the presence of fear, not in its absence. You might feel broken right now. You might feel like you've tried everything and nothing works. But maybe it's not that you're broken, maybe you're just disconnected. Disconnected from your core, from your inner truth, from the parts of you that you locked away because someone once told you they were too much or not enough. It's time to call those parts home. It's time to stop fighting yourself and start understanding yourself. You will stumble, you will fall back into old patterns. But each time, you'll get back up a little faster. Each time, you'll understand yourself a little better. And one day, you'll notice the self-sabotage isn't as loud. The fear isn't as paralyzing. The resistance isn't as strong. Because you're not running anymore. You're standing in your truth, shadows and all. There's a fire inside you that you've only just begun to tend to. It's been dimmed by fear, by shame, by the weight of expectations and disappointments. But it's still there. And when you stop trying to be who the world told you to be, and start becoming who you were always meant to be, that fire will light your way. Not because you have all the answers, but because you finally have your own back. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to be honest. With yourself, with your wounds, with your desires. Jung didn't promise that this work would be easy. He promised it would be real. And in a world full of illusions and masks, there is nothing more powerful than being real. So next time you catch yourself falling into old habits, self-sabotaging yet again, don't react with shame. Pause, breathe, ask, what is this part of me trying to protect? What belief is being activated right now? What am I truly afraid of? And then, gently, bring that part of you into the light. Let it speak, let it cry, let it tell its story. Because once you understand your shadow, it loses its power to control you. You are not your mistakes. You are not your fears. You are not your past. You are the awareness behind it all. You are the one choosing to wake up, to break the cycle, to reclaim your life. And that choice, that's where your power begins. Carl Jung revealed the real reason you struggle with self-sabotage. It's not because you're weak. It's because a part of you still believes you are not enough. And your healing begins the moment you stop believing that lie. You are enough. You've always been enough. And now, it's time to rise, not in spite of your shadow, but with it. Whole, free, unstoppable. Let me know if you'd like a version tailored for a speech delivery or written article.